Hey guys, so just wanted to show you a quick workflow of trying to get more crisp images and videos after your renders. So I just finished this little scene and rendered it all out, and now I'm going to export it and get it ready for basically for upload. So what I am going to do first is introduce you to something called Cahnger. This is a open source free software that you can get and download, and it helps to upscale your images and videos as well as a lot of other things. So if you just go to your the download page, link will be in the description, and go to releases, and then you can download one of these. I did this for the Windows, and when you first open up Cahnger, this is what you'll see, just a blank thing with a lot of options. Obviously you can sort of play around with these as you like. So what you're going to need to do for this is go to the bottom and click on this dependency manager and install PyTorch. PyTorch is the one that we need. You can install the other ones as well if you want, but PyTorch is one that's going to be used for upscaling. So when you install PyTorch and you go to the PyTorch menu, it says upscale image. That's what we want. So let's set this up. First of all, we need something that's gonna, we need a node that says this is the image, then another one that says to upscale it, and then another one that says where we want that saved. So if we just load image and then save image, that's one image, and then there will be our upscaling node, which would be, like I said, upscale image, this one. Now with this you can only do one image, like you select a file and that's just one image, but right now we have our animation all rendered out, so we want to do the whole thing. So for animations, you don't go to load image, but you go to image file iterator, and this is the sort of manager. Let me just delete this one, this one. This is the sort of one, and this one. This is the sort of thing that we're gonna need to do a whole batch of images. And if we click on where our images are, so this is the folder that we want. This has all our sort of images, the JPEG sequence that we rendered out. Select that and then plug that into the same one, which is the upscale image. So plug that image into image, and then image into, you can actually, instead of choosing from this sort of menu, you can just drag from the image and just choose which one you want. As you can imagine, you want save image, and then select the directory. So we can just go to, let's just make a new folder and just write AI upscaled, and we'll just select that. And then the image name, you can either type the image name, or what you can do is grab the image name from this one and just plug it into here, and it'll have the same name as the base sort of image, and choose whichever you want. PNG is fine, color depth as you want, subdirectory is optional. And basically what this does, this node is the magic. If we could click run, this is where we click run, you'd see it won't do it because there is no model. It needs a model as to which one, like how we are upscaling it. It needs to know sort of the code to use to upscale. So if we go here and click on load model, now what I didn't tell you before is you need another software called UPSCALE. Link will be in the description as well. And this is just another sort of upscaling software, but we don't want the actual software, we just want the model that it has, so the one that it provides. So if you just go to releases and download it and extract it, and then when we select our model, extract it and just go into UPSCALE data and models, and then and then there's two of them, and we want this one, the real SR df2k JPEG. So if you just click OK, and then this file will be used. But what I understand is that it will upscale it 4 times. So if this was a 1080p image, this should be something like 8K. So now we can run this. So let's run it. And over here you'll see so it's going to be 4320 by 7680, whatever resolution that is. It took 6 seconds for that, 0.24 seconds for that, 0.04 seconds for that, and then 1 second for that. So that's per frame, and you'll see the sort of progress bar here. It'll take 23 minutes. In 23 minutes we'll be back. Okay, so we're done with the render. Let's see what we have. So these are now 4320 by 7680, which are huge. Let's just compare. We have this and this. Let's just zoom in till it fits. Oh yeah, so this is the up-resed one. As you can tell, let's just see. Oh, it kind of, I mean, there isn't much detail on this to begin with, but there is some crispiness going on here. Let's take a look at this bag. Interestingly crisp. So is this tent. Yeah, that is quite different, to be honest. So the next one I want to talk to you about, this is just like a bonus one. cahnger is free. This is TOPAZ Video Enhanced AI. It is paid, but let me just show you how this works as well. When you first open TOPAZ AI, it has this kind of screen, and you can just browse and either a video or an image file, and I'll use the same one and just select it all. And you can see this is the video imported. This is the raw render, not upscaled. And the difference with this is you can preview your sort of animation, and it's more like a preset option based instead of node based. Now let me show you what I mean. This also has an AI model, but you choose your model according to what sort of video or image you are importing. So you have low, medium and high. This is not the output quality, this is the input quality. So as you can see, it says your input video is poor quality. So this is nice about this, that it tells you what everything is if you just hover over it. So our input is a decent size, 1080p. It's rendered out, so it shouldn't really have any artifacts or motion blur or anything. So I would go with a high, and it's CG, and these are just different types that you can play with. Now video artifact type, this just means what sort of artifacts are you expecting. Compression, noise, if it's blurry, it'll fix all of that to a good extent, and motion blur and stuff. And I'm just gonna go with none because we have a CG scene, and it says that you just want to resize your video, choose this. So we'll just choose that, and then it recommends this is the model. Like we used UPSCALE as our model, this is the model, and we can kind of switch between them. These are the 3 and 4 that they suggest based on our settings, but if you want to customize it, you can go to all models, not customize, but like choose any one you want, sort of. This is the ones that they have preset, but these are the ones that are recommended. So if you want to see what they look like, you can click compare, and then it shows you. So this is the original one at 100%, and then output size you can go to 100% if it's just denoising. You can 200, 400, and these are just downward scales. This is 8K if you just want it 8K, but we'll go with 400%, which is essentially 8K as well, so that's fine. So at 8K, this is how this will look with these models: Artemis, high quality, Gaia, high quality, Proteus, fine tune, and you can just sort of compare which ones you might think looks better. Now let's just look at this little thing. I mean, there's not much difference, so we can choose any. So we'll just stick with the one that they gave us. You can turn grain on or off. This is just sort of a natural grain instead of having it be denoised and very smooth like we saw in the chainer. And then obviously we can set as MP4, MOV if we want a video, or just PNG, JPEG, whatever we want. Now there's a preview button here. That's just to render 30 frames as a preview, just so we can scrub through it and tell if it's looking good or not, and then we can change our model or our settings, whatever. But as soon as we're happy with that, we can just click start processing. This is the output folder, so if we just use that output, and it'll render it out in this resolution, 400% at 30 FPS, which is fine. And then we click start processing, and then it just loads up the model, prepares the AI model. Sometimes it needs to download it. I'll just cancel that. Sometimes it needs to download it, sometimes it needs to take a bit of time to start processing, but this takes somewhere between 10 minutes, 10 and 20 minutes. So it takes less time than chainer. And if you want to compare the results, so to compare, this is the chainer, the one that we got 8K from chainer, and this is the one that we got 8K from TOPAZ AI. And if we just zoom in, let's just see this guy again to compare. And I'm not sure if you can tell, but this one, as you can see, is like denoised and smoothed out, whereas this one retains much more information. Same with the background over here, you can see the information a bit better. It looks like it was just denoised, which makes this a bit more crisp. Let's go to the foreground. As you can see, this is looking like typical AI sort of a look, with a cartoony sort of smoothed out look, but this retains the sort of information we had before and doesn't smooth it out, which makes it a bit more realistic. So overall, I'd say, like, if you look at the background here, this is just flattened out, smoothed out, but this is retaining a lot more details. So if to compare from the quality, both of them are 8K, both of them were from the same 1080p image, but this one looks a bit better and is quicker, arguably. Plus it's a bit easier to set up. Like if you don't want to set up all the nodes and stuff, you can just choose your qualities and press process or start exporting or whatever, and you have way more models to choose from that might help you, and they have some presets. So it's fairly simple, and there's still a lot of wiggle room, but it does produce better results in less time, but it is paid. So if you want to go for a free one, Chainer is good. If not, TOPAZ AI is really good. We started with 1080p here, and then upraised it to something like, I don't even know, 8K or something. But it's better if you maybe start with 480p or something like 720p and then upscale it to 4K. You'll probably see better results, especially with 1080p taking, let's say, a minute per frame. 480 or 720p will take something like 20 seconds. So you'll save a lot of time, taking into the fact that this AI upscaling doesn't really take much time. Like we scaled from 1080 to 8K, and it took like half an hour, which is not really that bad. So play around with that, play around with models, different models, tile sizes. You can use cahnger to create all these other effects if you prefer a node-based workflow. If not, then that's fine. That's all I want to talk to you about today. Short one, and I guess I'll see you in another video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.